That's my main criticism. Keep the alcohol flowing and don't take away the chairs. We're old. I'm old, man. I'm an old man. All right, guys. See you in Houston Comapalooza next year, guys. All right, moving on. What's the last few things that we're going to talk about?
What's in the queue?
What's in the queue, guys? I mean, we haven't done a proper show on a Thursday in a while, so nobody's really mixing up with us live. You guys watching this live? If you're watching this after the fact, let us know what you guys want to talk about. Comment. I'm going to be engaging with you, whether it's on our social medias or in the chat right here. But let's talk about some of the movies that are turning 10, 20, and 30 years old today. Let's start off with 10 years back. What movies are turning 10? This is something that we do every now and then.
20 from back in 2015. Mad Max, Fury Road, Inside Out, Jurassic World, Avengers, Age of Ultron, and Star Wars, The Force Awakens.
Which one stands out to you the most for these movies that are turning 10 years old?
Probably the Avengers and Star Wars.
Age of Ultron is... I remember people considered that the lesser Avengers movie, but now people are like giving it more love. We got Mad Max, Fury Road, Star Wars. That one of the, I think it still has the biggest domestic box office of all time. Inside Out. I mean, we just had Inside Out 2 destroying the box office, man. Inside Out franchise that turns 10 years old. That's crazy. But that Jurassic World, that's the first Jurassic World movie, right? That was the first one that Chris Pratt did, right? That was the first Jurassic World, if I believe so. You didn't see it. But you see him riding with raptors, raptors and motorcycles. That was badass. The one thing I remember about Mad Max Fury Road is that Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy did not get along at all. They were at odds, so that was funny. All right, what movies are turning 12? Movies that are turning 10. What's the next? What movie that are turning 20 years old?
From 2005, we have Batman Begins. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Sin City, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Movies that are turning 20 years old, which one stands out to you the most?
Probably the Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Did you see that in theaters?
Yeah.
You went to the theaters and saw that? I did. I kind of did too. Guess where I was when I saw that? I was in Iraq. We debuted it before it debuted in America. We got the film and we were like, we're going to play it. It's supposed to come out tomorrow, but we're going to play it now. Kind of a thing. We thought we were cool. But then I thought about the time difference. I'm like, no, we're playing it at the same time. but it was funny. Dean Cain was there. They were trying to get one of the actors from Star Wars to come out there with it, but it was funny. I was like, Dean Cain was there. That was when I met Dean Cain. I had him sign a Superman comic book for me, and then he told me that he thought Terry Hatcher was a bitch. Okay, thanks, Dean. That was weird. Lost respect for him that day. But then the military had him give a speech before Star Wars. I'm like, I should have shouted out. He's not even in this movie. Why are we listening to him? He's not in this movie. Boo.
Well, I mean, at Comic Palooza. No. This past weekend, Hayden Christensen was there. Yeah. And his line was ridiculous. They had him behind Kurt. You couldn't even see him.
He gave autographs. He signed Funko Pops and stuff. He would give like lines from the movie and the TV shows and Obi-Wan and stuff like that. Yeah. But
he did a panel, I heard too. We didn't see that.
Oh, we didn't see that. Yeah. But which one stands out to me? I didn't watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But Batman Begins, that stands out to me. You had the original Rachel from what's her name from Dawson's Creek? What's her name? Katie Holmes. Yeah. In that one, Christian Bale as Batman. They were trying to reboot the franchise. Christopher Nolan stepping it up, and before we got the epic Dark Knight movie. But those are the movies that are turning 20. What about movies that are turning 30? What do we got there?
We've got Toy Story, the OG, Braveheart, Apollo 13, Seven, and Clueless.
What stands out to me, obviously Clueless, but Seven, the what's in the box kind of a thing. Which ones stand out to you?
I mean, all of those are such. I've seen all of those.
You watched them all?
Except for Braveheart. I didn't see Braveheart.
Oh yeah, I've seen Braveheart. That was.
But all the others I've seen more than once.
They will never take our freedom. The only one on that list that I have not seen was I still have not seen Apollo 13.
I have several times.
That's Houston. We have a problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as a Houstonian, I'm gonna lose my Houston card. Toy Story. That was the first. Yeah, that was the first big motion picture by Pixar, right? Toy Story Part 1. From doing Listerine commercials to Steve Jobs buying them out and turning him and introducing them to Disney to the epic powerhouse that they are today. It's crazy. Yeah, look up those. I'm not joking. Listerine commercials. That was Pixar. That wasn't just the bouncing lamp. They had Listerine bottles flipping all over the place. It was crazy in the 90s.
I just saw a thing today that just popped up on my FYP that I didn't realize Tom Hanks' brother does the voice of Woody for most everything that you see.
Oh, yeah.
Not in the movies, but like
maybe the TV
dolls,
shows.
Any commercials.
Anything that Tom doesn't have time to do.
His brother does it.
He's like, yeah.
He sounds just like him.
Give Tim Hanks a check. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I did hear about that.
Somebody asked him in an interview. He's like, "Is that an urban midget?" He's like, "Urban legend." He's like, "No, absolutely, he does it."
We have the same. We have the same voice. Somebody put a snake. There's a snake in my boots. But yeah, 7. What's in the box? Clueless. Just saw that Stacey Dash was trending for some weird reason. She tried to recreate the video that she did for Kanye West, the All Falls Down thing or whatever, like whatever years later. She was in the news recently. I heard it was an epic fail for some reason. And I commented on it too. I'm like, Stacey Dash, why are you... I mean, it's been, 30 years since Clueless. Why don't you do an homage to Clueless? Why would you remind us that you worked with a black person who calls himself a schmatzy?
There were several of the characters at Fan Expo. Alicia Silverstone was supposed to be there, but she had to cancel last minute. But there were some other actors and actresses that were from that movie.
We miss Brittany Murphy. But yeah, those are the movies that are turning 10, 20, and 30 years old. I think that was it, right? That was the last thing.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Yeah, what's on the list for the movies that are coming soon this month? So guys, I put it in the poll, so I'll keep the poll up for a while, and I think the results, what people were saying was, I think Superman was the most anticipated one, right? People were that's the one people mostly voted for, because I asked that question, what's your most anticipated movie for this Marvel versus DC thing? Was it Superman or was it Fantastic Four? I think you guys said you're more looking forward to Superman. And real quick, what's coming soon? What was it? Fantastic. Oh, here we go. Superman is coming out with July the 11th. We have advanced tickets to passes to go see that, so we'll be reviewing that one before it comes out. We'll share our thoughts on it. I saw a TV spot on it with him and with Superman and Lex Luthor. I don't know if you've seen it, but I'll show it to you real quick. It was pretty good. I liked it, and of course, people are bashing anything because we miss Henry Cavill. Well, y'all didn't go to those damn movies, and that's why the Snyderverse failed. But but the Fantastic Four or Superman? Which one are you more excited for?
I want to see them both really bad.
You want to see how Fantastic Four is coming out on the July the 25th is when Fantastic Four comes out, but July the 11th is Superman. So it's got some that's 2 weeks. Yeah, they got some good separation. So no cannibalizing of the fans or anything like that. So that's the movies that are coming out this week. Let us know what movies that you guys are seeing, what shows you guys are seeing, what you guys want to review, what you guys want us to talk about, and